Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. I just wanted to share some quick projects. I think I'm going to have to do 2 videos because I talk way too much, and I've already tried this like 3 times, and trying to talk about everything and show everything, I was at like 25-30 minutes. It's crazy. You know, they always did write on my report cards coming up that she talks too much, and I guess that was true. Even when I'm talking to myself, I talk too much. So, here we are. This is part 1 of my videos tonight. I think I'm going to do 2 of them. This is the journal, my big fat journal. Look how thick that thing is, and I haven't even put anything in it yet. Catherine on the Scrap Beach. I was home yesterday. I've been home all week actually, and sorry, my mat is askew and it's driving me nuts. Yes, I'm one of those people. And anywho, so I was able to catch her Ustream live yesterday, but I couldn't chat. Every time I logged in with my username StephanieD2YT, the chat box would completely disappear. I couldn't see what anyone was saying. Hello, Lucy. She has to get in my lap. What anyone was saying, and I couldn't chat back, so I had to log out. I tried it like 3 or 4 times because I like to chat. No kidding. Yes, I do. I like to chat, and I wanted to just chat and then, you know, watch everything and take notes, because yes, I am a dork and I take notes during Ustreams and even during YouTube videos. So I don't have to keep watching things repeatedly, even though I still do that sometimes, but I digress. So, no chatty for Stephanie. I had to log out, and so I was just there as a guest. I could see the chat, but I couldn't participate in it, even though I was talking back to my laptop and my computer the whole time. In here in my bedroom in the craft area, I have my desktop, and out in the living room last night, I was watching Catherine's second show last night when she did the bookmark and some of the pockets and things. Which I haven't done those yet. I was just taking notes. But yesterday afternoon, I actually worked while her Ustream was on and got my cover done and got my book put together, and I'm still a complete boob at work in the cinch and the bind it all, and was just so frustrated. If this paper wasn't so daggone pretty, I tell you, this cover would have been thrown in the trash. I got so frustrated. I was not paying any attention to the extra length. I was, you know, stuck on punching the 8.5, you know, the 8.5 by 11 sheet, and had that in my head for exactly how I needed to do that to get it to come out right. That when I went to punch this behemoth, which is, what is it, 9 inches by 11.5 inches, or something like that, 11 3/4, 11.5, I don't know, it's big. When I went to punch this thing, I was still, had it stuck in my brain, 8.5 by 11, and so I mispunched. And then I even bound it the wrong way. You see that? This is flush way up here at the top. Oops. This is flush way up here. Ow! Paper cut. Way up here at the top. And this has... So, yeah. Practice, practice, practice. I think Carol said that last night. In the Ustream about using the cinch and the bind it all. But this is my inside cover. Real pretty paper. Again, this is the excuse me, Lucy. She has to lay across my lap in this chair, and it makes it a little difficult, but I love her, so she can stay there. Yeah, you see now why one video was at like 25 minutes. I blathered. What is this? K & Company Painted Garden. See? Very pretty. And it's single-sided, and it's not that really thick cardstock type. It's very beautiful papers. I need to find this again because it also comes with, look, die cuts and borders, oops, and frames. Beautiful. So you guys already saw the papers, the pattern papers from it. Why am I so close? The pattern papers where I printed the notebook and the grid sheets and stuff from that link that Catherine gave us. And on another Ustream, this was a recorded one. Oh, who was it? The Scraps of My Life. She did manila folder with pattern paper, and on the inside she's got she had 3 envelopes on the inside, and I just used my Martha Stewart scoreboard and some pattern paper and made these envelopes. And they're 6 by 6 each envelope, and I just put a brad and eyelet, and this is the string that comes off the top of the shipping tags, so I can just put, you know, little whatever I want to put in the little pockets. And the back side, this is completely different K & Company paper. I don't even remember, I was just grabbing stuff. And this, I know I already showed you guys all of this pattern paper, but this is my favorite paper right here. So let's see what else. What else did I add to my book? I haven't put anything in it, I just put it together. This is the Graphics Craft Plastic. Shout out there to Melissa. Queen Bee 063, I think she is. She works with this a lot in her projects, and it's quite thick. It's thicker than acetate, and it doesn't seem to have that, you know, where when you touch, there's some acetate pages that I have that when you touch it, your fingerprints get all over it. It's just static cling like crazy, so it picks up everything. But this stuff, the Graphics Craft Plastic, does not. And I actually found this particular one at Archivers, and it's an 8x8 pack, and I just took some white StazOn and some of my stamps and stamped on here. I think this was Basic Gray. Yeah, Basic Gray stamp for the butterfly here. And I'm not sure now where that came from. Oh yeah, it's from Inkadinkadoo. It's from this stamp set here. And what is this one called? Flashy Floral. Really pretty stamp set. I really like that. Again, white StazOn, and then I just did some little pattern paper squares here. Put it on with my score tape, as you can see it from both sides. What else? There's more of the pattern paper, and here's an envelope from the Scraps of My Life. Or is it the Scrappy Side of Life? It's one of those. And she did the little envelopes. Well, it's a big envelope pocket here and an envelope pocket here, and then you can just flip it over. And on the back, this back flap is not completely tacked down, so you can tuck something underneath here. And more pretty pattern paper with stuff printed on the back, and another file folder with just some pockets in here, and pretty paper on the back. And this is my very first scrapbook, post-bound scrapbook with this really old school. I mean, this scrapbook is, let's see, I'm not gonna say how old, but I want to say it's at least, the book is at least 22 years old. And I had only, not even half of it was finished. And all I was doing back then was scotch taping everything to this manila paper. This is totally that stuff that when we were back in grade school back in the day, and you used to take those ginormous packs of school supplies, and in it was this huge, probably a 18 by 24 pack of this manila construction paper. And that's exactly what it feels like and reminds me of. So anyways, when I took apart that other scrapbook album, I kept the paper out of it, and I just put a couple of sheets for doodling and stuff in here. And then I put in some thick white cardstock, you know, for stamping, or using my Prisma pencils with the odorless mineral spirits, which I'm totally getting into that. And that is the end of my journal. I tried to put the, she did the ribbon loop thing, and it was totally not working for me, so I took it out. So that is my book, and I am going to get better with this cinch and with paying attention to what I'm doing so I don't end up with boo-boos. But that's it. That's my book, and I thank you so much to Catherine, and I don't know if, I think it's Julie, The Scraps of My Life. So thank you very much, ladies, for your tutorials and taking the time to show us how to do all of this stuff. I had a blast, and I know I'm gonna have so much fun putting things into this book. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.